where the turf meets the surf down at Old Del Mar. Take a plane, take a train, or your broke down car. Frank and Ciaran are broadcasting near and far, while Mark Gelding's drinking at the paddock bar. Oh, the low takeout pick 3 makes us look mighty smart, with the high minimum doubles that pull at our heart. Just get to the windows and bet the high stakes. We're risking it all for the profit it makes. Those low takeout rules keep our pockets well lined on the top wagering show that you ever will find. So cash in your ticket, let's take home the dough, where the turf meets the surf. May your high prices flow.
Frank's
Hello,
not on
everyone.
mute to start the show.
Yep, not on mute. So people who were hoping to get that bingo card missed out already. Well, get out Sunday, Frank, and after the prices this weekend, my word, we need to get out on this pick 3, Frank. I mean, the pays are great if you can connect. I mean, you keep doing second, and I keep getting 2 out of 3. It's and the ones I think I'm throwing in just to throw in are winning, and the wins I think will get me home run last. It's crazy. How you doing?
Well, you know what, Ciaran? I feel like it's going to be good luck. It is the Del Mar Sunday Double Trouble Live DTL Crew. We welcome you. This is a very special edition to kick off a fantastic summer, because this show is Double Trouble Live, presented by Adelphi Racing Club, New York's racing partnership. Ciaran, look at this.
Yep.
DTL Crew and Adelphi are doing something that Biggie and Tupac could never do. We are bringing the West Coast and the East Coast together as one to conquer horse racing.
The 2 pillars of racing coming together right now. New York racing fans watching Del Mar racing fans watching New York. That's how it should be.
That's it. Well, when I used to go to Saratoga every summer, win or lose, no matter what, we would always stick around and watch the Del Mar simulcast feed, and I would see the ocean and the palm trees and the track, and I go, someday I'm gonna live there. And look, here I am. Dreams can come true. It could happen to you. But yes, it has been a very, very tough couple of days, but I really feel that everything's going to change right now.
And I think so too, because I'm going to have to update the website, Frank. Something remarkable happened here today.
Did I break it again?
That was Mark's pick of the day. He picked race 6, number 1, next trick.
My goodness.
And his reasoning was he always wanted to be a magician. And the horse actually won. Welcome to Del Mar, where that's the handicapping that wins for you. So there you go. I mean, it's a good sign.
I was going to say a sleight of hand, but there's nothing slight about Mark Gelding there. So, well, yeah, we went on a little earlier than usual to start the late pick 3, because it doesn't start until race 9. But if you've watched this show before, you know why. If you haven't, we wanted to come on a little early so we could look at the probables in the double going forward from race 8 into race 9 to see if we can pick up on anything sneaky. Ciaran, I'll let you explain how we look at the pools and how we try to sniff out what we call the crow money.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are just like, I mean, yes, the CAWs are in the business, but there's a lot of money that rolls around, and there's lots of signals we can read if you want to spend the time, but we do it for you guys. You tune into the show because you want us to do the work for you, and then you go hammer the tickets. So one of the things we like to look at that we learned at Del Mar last year was the pick 3 is where we can see them hiding the money. And we like to look at what the will pays are in the pick 3 into this race, and then the probables into the double in the next. But then we come back and we see if they change their opinion on the doubles. And not every time, but, the last few shows, Frank, our handicapping, that we did on Tuesday sucked. And it was us looking at the money that kept us at least alive to the last leg. So I was just looking right now, and our favorite indicator, the pick 3, Frank, says it's all about the number 6, $44 for the number 6. Next closest is the 2 at 75. Then you've got the 8 and 11 at 113, and then it starts getting exponentially higher. So they're saying it's a 1-horse race, and if you wanted to back up, it's the 2. And when we look at the double, Frank, $17 for the 6, $33 for the 2, $59 for the 8, $96 for the 11. So they didn't really come back and change much of their opinion from the pick 3. It looks like they're still saying it's 6, 2, 8, and then the 11. I would say the 11 at 8-1 would be the only one that would probably, and it's Val Brinkerhoff. I used to always just bet him. He hits at some long shots. Maybe I need to look, because I don't think I actually if this race, so I don't have to worry about that. But
but yeah, I think we should take Here on Business, the 5-horse that's taking all the money. These are maidens, so we want to look at the favorite here going. I'm sorry, the 6, the 6-horse, the favorite here into the next, because that's going to impact how we play our late pick 3, right? So who is the favorite in the double probable from the 6 in this leg into the next?
It's $12 into the Phil Rispoli horse, King of Gosford, which is absolutely no surprise to me. Paying $12. The 2 into the 5 is paying $22. And I was looking around to see if we saw any other low ones. The 2 into the 1 is 44. The 2 into the 8 is 61. The 6 into the 1 is 21. Like there's not a whole lot of hidden money in there, but I would say, Frank, the third choice out of this leg is the 8. So if you're alive to the 8 in here, it got a little bit of money and it's getting some money going forward. It's the third choice. It looks like third, fourth choice going into the next leg.
Yeah. But they're saying your top pick in the next leg.
I was all about King of Gosford. But how do you single with, I said they're one of 2 here from 5 at Del Mar. Phil is on fire right now.
Yes,
the horse is a must use, but it's no lock. And then when I went through and continued handicapping, I came back to this and said, my second choice in here is Captain Coochie's. And I said, Captain Coochie's will ensure there's pace. So that is another big bonus for King of Gosford in here. You've actually got, there'll be pace for King. Sometimes I know when we have Go Phoenix, we always worry, will there be pace? I think everything flatters King of Gosford getting what he needs in this race to, to run him down. Simple as that.
Well, I agree with you. I think King of Gosford is absolutely the horse to beat. I'm a little concerned that this may be a prep race for the Del Mar Mile, just to work a race in there. But I have the 5 as an A, but my other 2 A's, Ciaran, are the 4 and the 1. And I think the 4 is very sneaky at a big price. But I'm looking at the double probables going forward, and the horse isn't taking that much money. So with the 6 in this leg, who's the 7-5 favorite, like you said, Gosford, no surprise, is the favorite. $10 for $2. Then it's the 1 for it's $20. Then it's the 2 for $29, and then there's the 8 is $31. So in other words, my 4 is $68. It's like 5th choice in the double probables, which isn't really good because Mullins horses tend to get bet in the multis if they're live, like we saw with that Proletariat horse the other day. Remember, we snipped that horse out.
Absolutely.
That was a CAW horse, and that was a Mullins horse. So,
and
I'm a little concerned about that.
I made the 4 my first B. I went 5-7, then 4-1-2-9, And what I said for the 4, JJ stays for Mullins, drops in class, 2 of 5 here, and 1 to use. And then these types of races, I didn't even bother writing down. Mullins stats across, multiple
crazy.
categories are just off the page. We're talking like 28, 30% plus kind of numbers, So the 1, freedom's not freedom.
Ticket up. Why don't you put your ticket up so we can kind of
do that. Yeah, we do have time. I was thinking let's see.
Yeah, because we're not playing this race. This is this is just a race that's going to help us inform whether or not we may pivot. Singling the 5.
I went really, really skinny on 1 ticket and then just went with the all ball in the last race and came back again, singling the 5, spread, and then my top 5 choices in the last. And then I came back with this one.
Oh, only your top 5 choices?
Yes.
Only his top 5 choices. Well, you know what? They're at the gate, Ciaran, and we like to respect, even though we're not playing the race, we like to respect those who are and the horses. So I guess we should just take a couple of minute break while this race is going off, and we'll come back and we'll get loose and start firing away.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Shout out to Adelphi, Del Mar. We'll be back.
Hey, we did say that was the sneaky money, right, Frank?
Well, yeah, you did. That was all you. I did not play the race, but yeah, you did say that was the horse to keep an eye out for. My goodness, did that horse crush?
Smashed them. Like, wow.
Mark Watt and From the Streets of Venezuela, our man Jaramillo.
Oh, was that him again? That's 3, or he's had a few winners today, hasn't he? What is
Well,
that?
I
What
know
number?
O'Neill's won 3. That was Mark Latt. We'll have to go back and look at the chart, but real quick, because this is funny, because I was at the track earlier today because I had to do my on-track Del Mar seminar, and there behind us, up on like a little patio, and this is in response to RDW. DTL is Mr. Gelding participating today. So Jerry's wife Mary was watching us, and above, I kid you not, because she ended up taking like a picture that I'll show on the next show. There was a guy who looked just like Mark Gelding. He was sitting down on a beach chair. He had his shirt off. He was smoking a cigar and pounding a beer while he was looking at the racing form. And she took videos. She's like, look at this guy. I was like, oh my God, I know that guy. So there you go, RDW. Yes, Mark Gelding is always participating.
Yeah, that reminded me of when Chris Barr asked us, is your buddy okay with you having him all over the place? And we're like, oh, absolutely. He signed over his rights.
People ask me, like, what's up with this Mark Gelding guy?
He's our intern. You got to make it funny. You got to have some fun. I mean, we're all about making money and being serious, but half of it is also having fun while you gamble and hanging with your friends and talking smack and making money, So that's how we grew up around racing.
That's exactly what I told. That's exactly what I told my buddy. I said, we don't want to be like every other show out there. We want to be different. We want to be unique. We want to be creative. We want to have fun. And
if you went to the website,
comic relief.
And if you went to the website, I mean, as we said, Mark's on fire today. I guess he was on track, and he gave this out on the website too.
Unbelievable.
I mean, his reasoning was kind of weird because he always wanted to be a magician. But hey, we can't argue with that.
Hey, that's one more winner than I've had.
Yes.
Today. And I'm the magician because my horses disappear at the 16th pole.
And this 8 Frank into the next leg. Before everything was said and done, was paying $44 to the 5. The second choice was the 1 at 79 and the 8, or the 1 at 76, the 8 at 79, and then the 2 at 101. And everyone else, including my sneaky one, is like, you're going to owe the tax man some money. So,
well, I think we need to see who's Kimura on, because he's won 4 races today.
Yeah. I remember last year when he was ice cold and then all of a sudden, boom, was winning everything under the sun. Yeah, I mean, isn't
it funny how these guys get so streaky? And you got to ride them. You got to ride them.
It's not like at other tracks where they're getting hot riding favorites. These guys are winning on favorites, but they're winning on bombs. They're winning on mid-price horses. They're winning on horses you would never use. And we always tell people Del Mar is a different breed. Owners and trainers want to win here and want to be seen. I think it's one of the best paddocks in racing, Frank. I've gone to all. I've not been to Saratoga yet, so I can't say that. But I think it's a fantastic paddock. Everyone wants to be seen and win. You make your book for the next year with your performance at Del Mar.
Yeah, I'm going to take us out of the studio for a second because look at these 3 dapper guys being admired in the Del Mar paddock. Watch this. I like your bespoke Adelphi suit.
I was just saying that's yesterday was my test if I'm going to wear a suit next weekend to all my events, and my word, was it humid.
Well, today was awful. It was it wasn't humid, but it was so dry. It was really, really hot and dry, and there was no breeze. But look at us. I mean, what are we complaining about? We live in San Diego. We're at where the turf meets the surf. But anyway, you're rocking the suit. Our man Mark Gelding cleans up well. He zipped up his track suit.
Yes, he does.
Picture. And then I'm rocking my rock and roll T-shirt, and I think we look pretty good in that picture.
All right. Oh no, I was looking to see if they adjusted the early money. Just a little bit came right in on the nose on the 5, but they haven't updated the will pays yet for me.
Yeah, let me run through the comments real quick
Okay.
just to welcome the DTL crew because we have plenty of time. Just RDW, always a pleasure to have you. You do such great work with your own stuff. You definitely check him out on X. He's always putting out some really good plays. Our man Stephen D. Happy Sunday, everyone. Let's go DTL crew. Let's make some cash. You bet. Mike Whalen, always waiting for the pivot. We might have to call it the pivot play, the Adelphi Racing Club pivot play. That's something to think about.
And guys, if you see that,
Nebraska. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, guys, if you could do us a favor, you see up there in the top right-hand corner, just pull your phone out there and give it a little scan just to check them out. Do us a solid.
Yeah, we'll talk more about more about what they're all about. Actually, next weekend, Ciaran, our man Larry Dannemiller, who has plenty of horses with Adelphi, he's coming out to Del Mar, and I'm actually going to have him as a guest on the On Track show, so we can talk about Adelphi then, and maybe we'll get him on our show so he can, tell our crew exactly what they're up to, because they do such a good job as a racing partnership. And, Larry's been on here talking about it because he has a bunch of horses with them. Jay's in Nebraska. It's really hot there. Yeah, I think it's really hot everywhere, Jay, but drink. Welcome. Scurvy Tooth is back. Cheers. Great seeing you. Our man SC3 Pete. Let's unlock some winning combos. There you go. Here's LD. Mike Smith. Money Mike wins. Ciaran exercised the demon. We've told that story a few times. We might have to tell it again later. Let's take home the dough. Yeah,
hey,
some more.
It's worked twice, Frank, because, in the back of my head, after the fiasco at Churchill Downs for the Old Forester, I said it on the show, I just, out of superstition, don't shake the hands of the jockeys riding the horses I'm on. But I will try and run down Juan Hernandez and try and shake his hand. He actually knows this superstition from me and tries to stay away from me in the paddock.
Somebody's riding against you, trying to shake his hand. Hey, you're like Argentina. Whatever it takes to win, man. Dirty tactics.
But the last race, I was like, you know what? I'm going to shake his hand. So now it's I had to switch things up. And the same with Mike. Once I shook his hand, the demon was off the back.
I love it. All right, and then I just want to welcome Dan H. I want to welcome Charlie. We'll get to your ticket in a second, but and one more, Dean. Thank you for joining us, everybody. But yeah, is it official? Can we start looking at the wall page?
It is official.
Let's start talking turkey right here.
The 5 is paying 56. It did actually, how I said when I was looking before the race, as the race was going, it was paying 44. It actually went up. You're getting a better pay on the double is you're getting 44 on the double. The next highest is the 1 at 76. Yeah, then the 8 at 79, then up to the 2. But on the pick 3, you're getting 56 for the 5. And then for the 2, 91, the 194. So I would say they adjusted a little bit more on the 2, if anything. And when it comes to the double versus the pick 3.
In the pick 3, the 5 is a pretty significant favorite, right there.
And the money is $23,000 to win on it, Frank. So far, $4K to place. So they are betting it, on the nose just to start things off.
Yeah, I mean, no surprise. Absolutely. No. First of all, this is a very, very good race. And we have a lot of graded stakes winners in here because it's a restricted condition where you can kind of sneak in. But King of Gosford is the most accomplished horse in the field. There's no doubt about it. I mean, I believe it's a grade 1 winner. I mean, or at least close to it.
And this race, Frank, on these conditions, 20 times, the sample size, 10 of 20, the favorite has won.
It's pretty
over 10 to 1. 4 of the 20 have won. So more times than not, it's a short price
or a bomberoo
or a short price wins. It's like the prices we've been seeing all weekend at Del Mar. It's a horse you would never jump on.
Right, exactly. Like Turfway Park horses, impossible ones to find. But
now, I will say this: the one I like in here, Frank, and we kind of mentioned it earlier. I like Captain Coochie's, not because I want to hear, part of that I want to hear Larry say the name, but they disappointed last out in April under Giroux. And you remember we talked about this a lot on our last show, that a lot of horses, he left after he came out here and rode for a couple of months. And a lot of horses that he rode that disappointed in their next race, just, from me remembering, and it was one of the
They come
angles
back
I've been
and win,
betting
yeah.
on, came back and they were an upgrade and ran really well. And before that last race, Coochie's had won 6 in a row under Edwin. And, like I said earlier, this horse, and we saw Edwin do it the other day, pop the gate and wire them. Can he do it? Who knows? But one thing's for sure, this horse should be in the lead, but then that's also going to set it up fantastic for King of Gosford to close in, unless
you got to surround it. You got the front and the back.
Yes.
No, you're right about Captain Chuchi's, Ciaran, because that horse actually came up on several of our shows, and you've liked that horse a few times. I have tried to beat that horse every single time. And
please tell me you're not on. Are you off today?
Definitely not on. I don't think he's good enough. I think he's a very cool horse. I think what Papa Padromo has done with him is fantastic. I think he's awesome. And if he wins, I'll tip my cap. I just don't see him wiring this kind of field. Maybe if the rails were out, they're at 0 today. Even if he's all alone on a lead, I think there's enough classy horses in here who are going to come and get him. But I understand your theory here. What is he on the tote board? He's got to be a big price.
I'm the hesitation too, Frank, is Papa's gone ice cold, from being red hot. So that is, but maybe this will be
he won one yesterday. It's still early.
The slump buster. He's not winning like he was a couple of months ago, and you had to bet, his 3-legged horses.
Oh yeah, you're right. He was winning everything for a period there. But yeah, we talk about that, right? Barns go in cycles. You gear up for a certain meet. You make your conditions. You run through your conditions, and then you're going to look at the book and find another spot. So, but you're singling the 5 here on 2 of your tickets. And then you have your backup ticket in case the 5 loses with the 6 singled in the next leg. Let me put mine up real quick so we can compare the first 2 legs, and then we'll get to the last leg there. So I am using the 5, as are you. I am using your 6 in that middle leg there, but I'm 5-6-4. I know you're going to make fun of my ticket here because me, Frank, Matrix broken. Me,
really? I get to use it? Okay, hang on. Where is it? You going to show it?
I don't have it. Yeah, I'm going to show videos that make fun of myself.
Okay.
That's your job, to make fun of me.
Matrix.
I never saw that one. That's a good one. That's not the caveman one, but that's pretty good actually. I just didn't have a single, right? So I'm 3 by 3 by 3. And I do have your 6 in that middle leg there. And then who do you have in the last?
I'll just read my order of preference because it's like one of your novels, Frank, or one of your write-ups for your races.
7, it looks like.
It's I went 6, 7, 2, 10, 9, 12, 11, 4, 5, and then I went all on a ticket.
But here's the funny thing, Ciaran. You're 6-7, and I don't have the 6-7 at all.
And then how do I not bet one of these days, Frank? Because the one time I don't is the time it wins. So I had to put one of these days on there.
Well, we have time, right? How much time we have here? 11 minutes. Let's look at that last race, because who are the 6 of the 7 of which you speak?
Rispoli for Papa on the 6.
Geez, wow.
Zalamo. Rispoli for Papa, 32%, and Rispoli, started the weekend off red hot, and then it's my guy, Jaramillo. They lost by head last out, going a mile, and 2 mile, and lost just on the wire again. So I thought the extra 16th would be fantastic for this horse in here. Tough race is what I thought. Just tough race.
I was just going to say, I was wondering what your general opinion was of this race, because I thought the same thing. I was like, this race is impossible. But I just looked at my matrix. And my A's are the 5, 9, and 4. But you know who my first 2 B's are? The 6 of the 7. So I'm right there with you. I just prefer others a little more.
Well, let me say something else. 5, 9, and 4? Well, let me say something else. I have your 9, but I actually put the 10 over the 9, Frank, and I'll tell you why. Fresh, was on the 9 for McCarthy, who's heating up.
Yeah.
Must use. But then I went, however, Ricky rode the last two back a win, and left for the other McCarthy. And, Ricky does get good, like, I don't think,
No,
I think
McCarthy
Ricky
uses
had the
him.
choice of horses, and he went, the nod, go on the other McCarthy. And I thought
Okay.
that meant a lot. So I think if you use the 9, you have to use the 10 in that race.
Well, that's funny because the 3 horses that you like are my top 3 Bs, 6, 7, 10. I might come back and use them in the double. In fact, I think I probably have a ticket. No, I don't have a ticket that I put up yet. Not using them yet in the double, but I may pivot. But to your point, Ciaran, I thought that was a very, very difficult race. Several of those can win. So
Yeah,
we're
like
similar in the first 2 legs, but not in the last. So it'll be very interesting to see how it plays out.
Yeah, so on my pick 3 ticket, I got 5 with 6 with all. Then I came back with 5 with the other horses, 1, 3, 8, 9, 2. And then I've got 6, 7, 2 scratch, 10, 9. So I thought I'm spending 140, but I think I've got good coverage. And then I got the chaos ticket, the third one with everyone but the 5, and singling the 6 and going at 6, 7. So
let me give you some good news. Since the 6 is your single in the next leg on a couple of your tickets, the 5 in this leg to the 6 in the next is the overwhelming favorite, a double combination. It's paying $11. The next lowest is the 5 at 36. So the 6 is going to be a massive favorite.
Yes. But we've seen a lot of massive favorites go down in flames at the meet so far, Frank. So there's nothing.
Well, it's funny.
Nothing to lock here.
I hate to admit this, but I actually looked at your notes. I was actually curious before the show to see
I need a pigs flying. I need a pigs flying.
I know. I can't believe it. I mean, I had to.
Wait. Okay, breaking news. Frank likes and read my notes today. Unbelievable.
I had to pretend I was back in grade school to read it, but you did say that the 6 was going to be the Crow horse. That's where all the money was going to come. And if I'm looking at these double plays,
that's where they're going.
That's it. I mean, they're hammering that 5-6 combo. But here's the thing. Like, I agree with you. I think that horse is the most likely winner. But, one angle that I talk about on the show, that horse is a 3-year-old, and there is a 4-year-old in there, Let Me In, the Mark Glad horse, who I also thought had a chance. So anytime I'm getting a 4-year-old that I like at a better price over a 3-year-old, I'm obviously going to upgrade the more mature horse. But what did you have on my Wise Guy horse? My Wise Guy horse in that leg was the 4, Palmer Beach. We saw Sean Williams hit with a 20-something to 1 with Mike Smith yesterday.
Ricky for Williams trifecta horse is what I thought for that one. Not impossible, but I thought unless I wanted to spend $1 bazillion on a ticket that, if I was doing exotics, that would be one I would absolutely throw in on exactas and tries, not to win, but not saying it won't, because I wouldn't argue against you putting it in, Frank, the way things have been going at the track so far.
Yeah. I didn't feel confident enough to single in that race. I absolutely do think the 6 is a very likely winner. Do you have some of your general race stats in that? Because this is what, a Calbred, or no, this is a starter allowance.
It didn't really.
They don't run many 7 furlongs.
No, it didn't. I don't think it had a whole lot.
Yeah.
Which is why it didn't. Let me see if they did.
What do we have here? We have 8 minutes to post.
They didn't really have a whole lot of stats, Frank. I mean, it's only been run. Hang on.
Probably not that often.
Yeah, so I think usually when they're not a high sample size, I try not to get.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
In, and you can always. It's been run
actually
20 times, Frank. Oh no, this race was 20 times. Let me scroll down. Hang on. Sorry.
That's all right.
This race was
a long day.
Oh yeah, I only had a 4 race sample size, Frank, so I didn't even bother throwing it in. And I think from that 4 race sample size, the favorite is 0 for 4 though.
Yeah, I mean, they're starter allowance horses. That means they had to break their, they had to win.
No one over 10 to 1. They were all under 5 to 1.
What do you have on the 3, chapter 1? Because Dan H is asking why the 6 is 4 times shorter in the double than the 3, chapter 1. I think it all depends on whether or not you believe that speed figure, right? Where did that race come from?
What I said for that one, up in class for Harrow O'Neill after winning by 11 last out at 5.5, wiring the field.
Right.
Being next, did he scratch? Let me see. Being next to number 2, I think was a bad draw. Need more diamonds because that horse is just going to be all gas. And I thought they both being next to 2 may not help. And if they both go to the front, that's it. But if Jaramillo is able to, get the horse to relax and stalk it's my second choice. That's my other A, Frank. I mean, I went 6-3. And if you look at my ticket there,
all right.
If you look at, let me pull it up now. If you look at my other ticket, my backup ticket,
I'm doing a win bet on RT slots, by the way, because we talk about, paying more attention to the win pool. 9-1 on the 4, I think, is a great price, even though he's dead in the multis. I think that horse is a big shot.
How much? We got 4 minutes to post, and 5, almost 6 times win money on the 5 over the place money now, Frank. So
what else do other people have in this leg? It looks like Stephen D, 8 money Mike on first piece. Between the 2 Mark Ladd horses look very, very similar to me. I decided to go with the rail one. Who did you have? How did you rank your horses between the 1 and the 8 in this leg?
I made 1 the first B. I went, it was 6-3 as my 2 A's, and then I went 1, 6, 8, 9, and then space 2 all the way at the end.
Okay, so you like the 1 better. So do I.
But I will say I've not been impressed with Rosario. Still hasn't gotten it dialed in yet. I mean, it might be different next week, but he's not. He's been on some good horses, and maybe the horses just weren't good. But I've seen him be on some bad horses in the last couple of months and carry them across the line on his back, and the timing just seems off right now. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, he's got to get used to Del Mar again. But here, Dan H is going to single the 5. Look at this, Mr. Guitar 2000. We haven't seen you in like 11 months, my friend. Welcome back. Remember, Ciaran, you and Mr. Guitar 2000 hit almost everything last summer while I struggled. So we can have you back, my friend. 157 with 4-6 with 5-6-7. Good luck to you. I love it. I was just thinking about you the other day. Terry and I were saying, wonder if Mr. Guitar 2000 is going to be back. So yeah, welcome. So real quick, here's Ciaran's. You can also scroll up in the live chat. We always post our plays there. Sometimes we pivot. You can always see our original plays there. Here's mine. I'm spready. I don't have the conviction that Ciaran does in some of the legs, but I like the way you structured your ticket, Ciaran, because we talked about that. If you can take a stand in one leg
and get out, yes,
coverage, but then come back and take a stand in another leg and then have coverage in the leg. So I have a hard time explaining it, but it's like single, spread, single, spread, single. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You could be right on all those tickets if your singles in each leg come in. I hope I explained that well, but I mean, I know that is your strategy.
Yes.
But one more thing I want to mention as they're getting to the gate here. When I talk about Ciaran's notes or I talk about my matrix, Ciaran does notes for every horse and all the sequences we play. I do my matrix letter grades for the sequences we're playing and select notes. Those are available on markgelding.com. Those are for our DTL Crew subscribers. If you don't want to subscribe, that's fine too.
Yeah, we
also offer a free newsletter where we give out, our late double, our late double horses that we like. And all you have to do is enter your email and your state, and that's it. You're off to the races. So anything else here? That looks like they're going a little slow for the late three crowd. Make sure we get our bets in.
I know that the 5 is dominant here, but I was actually looking at the Will Pays as a backup, doing all in this race to 3 in the next race, Frank. The one we talked about, the Jaramillo horse, chapter 1.
Right.
And the lowest pay, ignoring, the 5, is $71 for $2. So I covering all the combinations for a $2 cost me $14, and the lowest pay into the 3 is 70 plus.
You better get it in because they're loading in the gate.
All right.
We're going to take a little break. Everyone, come back. Good luck. I am 4, 5, 1. Ciaran has spread, but he's all about the 5 on most tickets. Good luck, everybody.
Presented by Adelphi Racing. See you in the winner's circle. Come on! Sun is shining down on Del Mar. Dreams are riding every star. Frank's got the numbers, Ciaran's got the feel. Every race another chance, every ticket feels so real. The gates fly open, hear the crowd roar. We're coming back for one race more. Double trouble live, ready to roll. Adelphi Racing, heart and soul, where the turf meets the surf. We belong. Del Mar racing all day long. Gratefully is running free, living every racing dream. New York's racing partnership, come ride along with us again.
Like, Frank, what other show can you get a winner like that? I mean, come on. I mean, we're the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Wow, turning for home, I thought my 4 was going to do it, and just King of Gosford is just a classier horse. That's a nice group of horses too. Gosford won easy. Easy.
Twirling just came. Ricky came a little too. Not that he probably would have got it, but that was a very nice turn of foot. Twirling point had there, and I think
that horse ran way better than I expected. We've talked about that horse on the show before when it was he was trained by Jonathan Thomas. We've always liked that horse, and then just kind of tailed off and never quite got it. I think we bet that horse on Breeders' Cup Day in the tournament or something.
Yes, we did.
If you go way back, but Blaine Wright claimed the horse, and I thought the horse was completely overmatched today, and it looks like that horse might be getting back to good form.
This I was actually getting ready, Frank, to send my. Actually, I'll do it here while we're live. I was actually just going to say, write a race note that to watch that one next out.
You don't have to write it because we have a transcript.
Yeah, we've got. Oh, that's right. We'll find it later. It's in the transcript. That's right.
Yeah, I think you should talk about that feature because Ciaran's built so many amazing things into our website for our members. So it's not just about getting our information. It's about building a better future for horse players and using some proprietary tools that he is developing that A, most other players won't have, and B, kind of the things that the CAWs are probably using.
I mean, they absolutely have this sort of stuff. I mean, we've got a minute or two. I'll just show them.
Especially that Proletariat horse the other day was because you were able to put in, you found the sneaky money in the double pool.
Yep. So we got it. We called it Archie, Mark's smart brother. But
Archie Isaac Gelding, AI Gelding for short.
But this database will get a lot more extensive. Both Frank and I are continuing to add stuff to it. So it'll only start growing. We're still adding. I always have an issue doing it when I'm live on the thing.
What I was referring to, though, Ciaran, is we download the transcripts from every show that we do now.
Yes.
And Ciaran has built something with AI that will allow us to search or pull horse notes out from. So when we talk about, Artislas, we will be able to find every time Artislas was mentioned on the show and then go back and either look at the transcript from the show or look at our horse notes or even watch the video of us talking about the horse.
I'm sure I totally butchered the name.
Stuff, guys.
Freedom. There's Freedom. Every time we've mentioned Freedom, just to throw an example out there.
Right.
First horses, and then the intelligence thing, it works better when I'm not live. It doesn't let me actually click and do, but you can poke around there. I'm still working out some of the bugs and we're still uploading a bunch of stuff. And if you go to the site and it's not working, the site is actually fine. You just got lucky and showed up right when I'm updating something, and it takes like 2 seconds. I've had some people go, the site wasn't working. And then I was like, go back. It's working now.
Yeah. Ciaran's, absolutely amazing job building the site. And this is just the beginning. And I really love that feature because you're going to say to me, oh, remember we talked about this horse? I'm like, not really. And you're like, well, here, you just boom.
Yep.
Here's what we said. We could watch it. Here's what we wrote. It's like unbelievable. So, yeah.
Probables are up, Frank. The probables are up and no real change. The double's paying $12.80 for the 6. The second choice is the 5. Let Me In at $35. Then the 3, chapter 1 at $45, and the 8 at $50. And on the pick 3, $33 for the 6. Second choice is again the 5 at $66. And the 3 at $71, but it does look like, Frank, on the double, they came back and bet more on the 8. The 8 is the one that seems like the Kimura. Well, that actually might be people on track betting Kimura.
Right?
But yes, that's the horse that got, that's the one that has, other than the logical ones that we would think, that's the one that got a little bit of extra play on the double, it seems.
Okay.
What did I say about that?
And then we'll have to look and see what's going forward.
Actually,
let's go up the pick 3s first and see what we're alive to. I mean, you're alive to everything.
Yep. But
I'm alive
what's
to just
funny
my 3As.
What I was going to say, I actually had a pretty decent write-up for that number 8, believe it or not, Frank. Looking at the notes right now, I said, here's some magic. Kimura from McCarthy, up in class, second time Lasix after winning easily. Lost at Los Al on an 8-month break. Obviously, shake off the cobwebs. McCarthy's 38%, second off the layoff. Then I said, could be one that sucks us into betting, but probably one to consider strongly. If I don't use it in the pick 3, definitely a double probables will pay watch. And the fact that it's getting some money, I think, I didn't use it. Did I use it on one of my tickets? I suppose we should look at the tickets to see what we have, right?
This is a game we play. Did he or didn't he?
Yeah.
It's like, will they or won't they? Did he or didn't he? Did he use them? Did he not use them?
I don't.
Odds are he probably did because he uses every.
I did use them, but I did use them on the backup ticket.
You did use it. Drink.
But I will say I did say notes to do what the money that came in on a double says. I definitely have to make sure I'm doing a double with that 8 going out of here. Long story short, I 8-4 scored 20 years ago. I'm still betting the 8.
Well,
Back
look at
to
this,
you,
7-5 on the 6.
Yeah,
that seems a little exuberant in my opinion.
I actually thought it would be. I thought it'd be 3-5, Frank, or 4-5. I kid you not. I'm not overly shocked by the price.
Let me look at what Optics has on the doubles here. And I know you have a similar tool, but it's hard for you to input the data while we're live.
It's not working right now. I almost have it, Frank. It's like 98%. Where all I have to do is take a screenshot and it'll populate for us. Like we can literally do it on the fly. So I've been working on it all day.
Right now
it's annoying the crap out of me.
I have Optics up, and they have the 6 at 1.86. So that's pretty heavy. And then the next choice should be the 5 at 6.68. And then the 8, your sneaky 8 at 7.36. But the 5 is dead in the win pool compared to the double pool. Whereas the 4, my other horse that I like, 11 in the double, but 4-1 on the tote. So what's right, the double money or the win money? How about the pick 3 money? What's going on in the pick 3?
Well, the pick 3 is all about the 6, but the number that, as I said, they came back and the horse they adjusted on was the 8 on the double. That's why I thought that was the only one. Everything else was pick 3.
Right. I see what you mean. Yeah. I'm looking at it right now too.
Yeah. It was $33, then it went to the 5. The 8 was 114 on the pick 3, but on the double, all the other horses are like 61, 45, 68, 34. On this 8 is $50. So it got some play.
You know what would be cool that we're talking about tools and stuff, and not to give you any more work, but creating some kind of tool that takes the double will pay and the pick 3 will pays of all the horses and then finds like a percentage difference based on like what the win pool is or the morning line. You know what I mean? And that would easily spot the horses that there's a discrepancy. Like $70 in the double, but second choice in the pick 3. You know what I mean? Like that would like be a flag that horse is sneaky. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm explaining.
Absolutely does. Just you got to send me an email because I'll forget.
Okay. I'll do that right now while we're talking. What do you
want
want
to the stream? Do us a favor.
Thing?
Yeah, just email it to me. Upper right-hand corner, guys. You see that QR code? Just click on it. That's our generous sponsor, Adelphi Racing. Just give it a quick scan. It'll take you to our site and then to theirs so that we can say, we're looking out for you guys.
Yeah, let's talk about that for just a second. Big shout out to Matt Couture and all of everyone else involved with Adelphi Racing. They do a really, really good job with their racing syndicate back east. During Santa Anita, we were lucky enough that they sent out one of their really, really good fillies named Gratefully, an excellent turf sprinter. She ran twice at Santa Anita, and she won both those races. So, New York's racing partnership, but, they like California racing too, and they just want to support the industry. So the fact that they send horses out here, the fact that they are, a presenter of our show, and also Saratoga Del Mar, we're like two sides of the same coin.
And look, I mean, Fox TV and Naira, showing Del Mar races and whatnot, and having, you know, people on track here. The East West Coast is starting to come together. You know, we got to save racing here. You know,
Hey,
we got to all
Ciaran,
the strong survive by helping each other.
you were born in the Bronx and I was born in Brooklyn. What happened to our
many
marriage?
moons ago.
Yeah, so like we're New York is at heart too. So we just happen to live in.
Yeah, we
Southern
just went from the most expensive city in the world to the most.
Is that me or you? What is that noise?
Oh, news report. I don't know why I clicked on it.
Breaking
I gotta be
news.
careful with the mouse. End stream accidentally.
Breaking news.
Oh, we got 60K the double. Well, you can go through the comments, Frank. I want to see if my double thing, I got it half done today, but I want to see if it's working. If it doesn't work, I'm not going to talk about it, but we'll see if it works.
Well, yeah, we have looks like a new contributor here. Collins 4948. Welcome to Double Trouble Live, presented by Adelphi Racing Club. WB Race 8. I don't know what that means, but Race 8 was, who won Race 8? That was the sneaky one, Ford Frenzy, that Ciaran sniffed out.
Yes.
That was the first time started by Mark Glatt. If you have any contributions, let us know. Terry welcomes. Yes, Jeff, look at those double payoffs. Boom. And then a nice note from RDW here. Congrats on landing. Yeah, we're very lucky, to be partnering with them and, supporting racing and all levels. And RDW, we talk about this all the time. Yes, the show has the sponsorship, but it's really a sponsorship of the DTL
you guys
Crew and
recognizing you guys did it all.
Yeah, recognizing what we're doing in the industry, because Matt isn't just a horse owner; he's a horse player. He's a philanthropist. He contributes to a lot of aftercare. I mean, he is an industry leader. So for him to recognize us and what we're doing, and want to be a part of it, that's a reflection of all of us, except for Ciaran. Everyone but Ciaran.
Yeah. So today I decided that, when I send Frank like 400 emails on stuff going, I'll hear about it. He'll reply and go, oh, yeah, on Wednesday, when I do it on Friday. One of you guys send an email. I can't get the matrix. I got 14 emails at 10 in the morning when he's supposed to be sleeping. So I'm going to start sending my emails disguised on burner accounts as subscribers. I think that's what I'm going to do this week, Frank. Because you seem to reply to them.
I don't respond to any of your emails, but I respond as soon as the DTL crew sends something. I'm like on it, and I get on and Kieran's like, "Do you see any of the emails?" And I was like, "Not yet."
I've already fixed it by the time you actually send it. So yes.
Well, see, I don't have to hold your hand.
This is a family show.
Back. Thank you, Guillermo. We all deserve it. This is all about us. And same with Del Mar. Del Mar is behind the show. Opening weekend's a little crazy. We'll be meeting with them next week and figuring out some more things and more promotion type stuff as the meet goes on. But
yeah, I went to the tequila festival yesterday, Frank, and I'm not a tequila drinker. I became a tequila drinker yesterday.
Well, there you go.
That they had some very nice tequila there, I must say. I'm actually looking to buy some, which I never thought I'd actually say.
Well, yeah, like I'm not a big tequila drinker either, but I have some friends
probably
who
the smoothest
the good stuff. And the good stuff is really good.
Smoothest stuff I'd ever had, and they're a local San Diego company. So
really?
Kind of shocked. It's called I think it's Bambino. I'll have to look and I'll look at the pictures, but yeah, it was
Bambino. That's what I call our doggies. Good night, Bambinos. All right, well, let's go. What do we have? How much time left here? Enough with the mutual appreciation love fest here. Let's get serious.
We're 11 minutes in, and we got 70K in the pool, Frank, so we can look into the next leg off this 6. So the 6, all right, so the double is going to pay today, even when it chalks, because we usually the lowest double pay right now, Frank, is $65 for the $5, which is pretty good off a 3-2, who I think might be 4-5 at post-time payout.
Wow. Okay.
But on the other flip coin of that, and we've said it many times on the show, if you do not like this 6 in here and you like someone in the next leg, you will get paid very handsomely on this double if you've got the balls.
Yeah, when the obvious combos come in, they obviously don't pay that great.
You have to have it a few more times, but if you've got a not so obvious one, even for $5, I mean, look at a couple of months ago, was it even that long? I was knocked out of everything, Frank, and that $5 double looking at a card like this paid $1,500 if you remember.
Right.
Bucks. So this looked like one of those days if we can beat this 6.
Well, here, let's look, if you don't mind, real quick. Can I throw my double play up there?
Yeah.
This is what I was thinking, this morning. But now that we have the real-time information, I want to see if it's worth playing or if I need to up my combinations, right? So what is the 5? Hold on, 5 to the 5, 9.
5 to 5 is 148. 5 to the 9 is 253 for $5.
Wow. Okay, and then the 6 to the 5, 9?
69 and 85. Still not bad, especially if you do it 4 or 5 times,
Okay, and then my price horse in the next. So how about the 5, 6 to the 4?
914, 914 and 399.
514 and 399.
Yeah. So these are ones where, like, when I was I actually thought it might be like this, Frank, when I put my tickets together. And usually I will hit the doubles a little bit more, but I left.
Right.
Where is it? I went 6 with
can
6,
I
7.
One more combo.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, sorry. Let me see. The 4 to the 5, 9, 4. They're going to be good.
134.
4 to the 9.
Oh no, you were 4 to the 4, right?
Yeah, 4 to the 4.
633. 4 to the 5, 134. 4 to the 9, 287.
Okay, well, these are all really good. I mean, the 6 to the 5, 9 are the ones that are the lowest that I'm going to have to play extra times. And what do you have?
Yeah, so one of my tickets was 3 to all, my backup tickets for $5. And what I put there is I wanted to see if it was worthwhile doing that for $5, excluding the 6, 7. And I'm looking at the lowest pay being $175 and the highest being $1,500. So that 3 to all I'm doing. Then the 6 to the all, not using 6 or 7, my lowest pay is $70 to the 5. So how many times am I doing that one? 6 with all. I'm just doing that one $5. I might come back. The only modification I might do, Frank, is I might do another $5 or $10, 6 to that 5, because it's paying so low. But my other ones, I'm absolutely cool leaving them at $5 because the pays are really, really nice. I don't have to hit them anymore.
Yeah, and don't forget, we also have,
and more live to the pick 3 as well. Yes,
as well. So you could press certain combinations.
And there is one combination. There is a combination I'm going to press because when we were talking about into this race, Frank, how the 8 was getting sneaky money, the Kimura horse for McCarthy.
Right.
I will probably do a bet where it's 8 to all. Geez, 8 to all, Frank. The lowest pay is 163 for that. I mean, it is Get Out Sunday, so are we going to spend a little bit of money to?
Well, that's what I'm doing right now. That's why I'm a little distracted. I'm firing away here.
Yeah, I mean, these are very, very handsome pays. Like the worst combination now is this 8 to 5 into the next race is 66. 6 to 5 is $66 for the $5. I mean, if you feel confident on that and you do $50, Frank, you're looking at $600 for a $50 double. And we've done this on the show last year, remember? It was a 5 to 2 over a 5 to 2, paying $800,
No, there's great value, but that's why you have to look at the combinations and the prices and see, what you're getting back, because then you can weight your bets accordingly. And you can also see if there are combinations that are being overbet, right?
Correct.
So like, what did you say? The The favorite is the 6 to the 5, and that's paying 65
which
for
is not
$5.
it's not horrible. I mean, the 5 in the next race, Enter the Dragon, that's the Rosario Phil. But I mean,
Yeah.
A, you would think you would see Rispoli on. B, you think you would see Freshu on, but he's on the McCarthy. JJ's on the Lewis. And where's Barrios? Is Barrios riding today? I didn't see him. I mean, why don't they have Barrios on here?
Barrios did have a horse. Yeah, he had in the stakes race.
So,
but look,
why
the
is-
6 to the 5, you're getting like 11 to 1, right? It's,
Yeah, that's not crazy for a horse that's getting hammered on the
horse,
multis.
yeah, this horse is 8 to 5.
Yeah.
No, that's what I mean. Like, there's good value. There's still 5 minutes. Things may change, but let's look based on the tote here. 8 to 5 on the 6. The 4 was taking some money. You like the 3 a little bit, right? That's the O'Neill 6 to 1.
Yeah, I've got.
And the 8
Yeah,
was
I
the
mean,
sneaky one you said.
I've got a bet with that 3 into the next race just for $5. But yeah, I was looking at some decent pays if I'm correct on that. It's $60. I'm spending 130 on this leg, Frank. To get out.
Right.
But I'm gonna probably pivot here and do 8 with some horses just because we said it was the robot money and it would knock me out of my pick 3. So I got to have some action off that into the next race, I think, especially with the pays being so good. Geesh.
Yeah.
And I did say, I mean, we've talked about it many times. Like, yeah, we handicap, but why I started doing these notes, and these were notes that I would use when I was playing contests, like, because when you do the contests, when you're playing contests, you come in with a plan, but you got to be ready to pivot, as they say,
Right.
because the conditions change, horses scratch, but
right. You don't want to have to handicap on the fly because
yes.
you're worried about making your minimums, or you know what I mean? Like, so having the notes is extremely useful.
So if you read the notes today, one of the things I said, if I don't use, definitely a probables and will pay watch. And we did say it was getting some money, to the point I have to come back and do a double with this 8 just because of that. Yeah. And I had the notes to tell me to do it,
All right. Well, real quick, Guillermo, I like the 5, actually. It's a 4-year-old against older. I think the horse is going to get a good trip, just kind of grind away at 7 furlongs. That is one of my A's, along with the 4 and the 6 as well. We still have 3 minutes. Okay. All right.
I said Rosario for Phil, or 1 of 13 Rosario for Phil, and it's not like Rosario's riding great. What I thought about
the 5 in this leg, I think.
Well, in the next leg, I thought Enter the Dragon in the next leg. I thought it was one of those empty the barn Phil moves.
Is that good or bad?
Not good.
You've been pretty good with those, actually.
Many times when I was
on a couple of the suspicious ones, and they were terrible. And you were like, no.
Many of those times when we've had similar horses like that, Frank, we're not cheering to win the race. When you think, when you drop into a 25, 40K claimer, we're high-fiving. Someone took the horse. Yes,
right,
no more capital calls.
Yep. One less a mouth to feed, right?
Yep. All living off Gold Phoenix paychecks.
Our man John Alwell thinks that O'Neill will win one of the last 2 races. So he's going to do a $10 double 3-6 with 7-8. Good luck, John. RDW's tequila suggestion. I like that.
What's he doing?
You get everything on this show. Ciaran, if you want to try really good tequila, try Comisario Tequila Extra Añejo 8-year.
My tequila regimen is like trying to talk to a Coors Light drinker and explaining craft beer. So I'm just going to say I have no idea what you're talking about.
But he'll taste it if it's in front of him.
I'll still taste it, yes. Bring a bottle to the track. We'll help you drink it.
Our man Kurt, hey guys, number 4 in this race, beating 11 horses at Oaklawn Park and another 10 prior to that. Second start on the West Coast. Yeah, he's one of my A's. That's the 4-horse, Ciaran, Palmer Beach. Also got bet in half to open the betting. And we saw Sean Williams win yesterday with a big bombaroo. Granted, Mike Smith was on that horse, but I think that horse is absolutely live. Yeah.
Who was your top pick in here for that 5, right, Frank?
I think 5-4-1, I think. Let me look real quick. Sorry, 564. 564.
I'm gonna do. I was doing my 8 with 6, 7. What is it? Is this what we have to do? 8 with 6, 7.
They're at the
And I'm gonna
gate,
do.
Ciaran.
I'm gonna do 5, 8 with 6, 7. Hitting the
Okay,
bet, so
cool.
$20.
They're loading, everyone. Good luck. We'll be back after the race.
Presented by Adelphi Racing. See you in the winner's circle. Come on! Sun is shining down on Del Mar. Dreams are riding every star. Frank's got the numbers, Ciaran's got the feel. Every race another chance, every ticket feels so real. The gates fly open, hear the crowd roar. We're coming back for one race more. Double trouble live, ready to roll. Adelphi Racing, heart and soul, where the turf meets the surf, we belong. Del Mar racing all day long. Gratefully is running free, living every racing dream. New York's racing partnership, come ride along with us again. Double trouble live.
Uh, is the length of the baby cry for how many lengths beaten? The longer lengths beaten our horses are, the longer the cry. That was horrible. We didn't even get a money's run. What happened?
But I mean, I thought the one would hold on. I was like, nah, he'll figure out how to lose the race. Come on. Rosario is, I hate to say it, Frank, he's an off right now for me. Then, you know what's crazy, Frank? You know why I did not throw the 7 on the other ticket?
Because he just got pasted by 2 of the other horses in this race.
Not just that. Rosario rode him the last time, and Hess is 0 for 12. Well, I guess now he's not 0 for.
Well, our man Jay is alive. Wow.
Wow.
I mean,
And the robot money, nowhere. 8, the 5. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of Lascano, but left at the gate, too much work to do.
hey, if we don't pick a winner on the show, do we get our money back?
We started it off with the. I mean, we
Well,
were
that's true. We
geniuses
did have
with the 7 to 5.
7-5 shot.
And what's annoying is I had all in the next leg, and I still couldn't get to the race where I had all.
So you had the one on one of your tickets, man.
I
That's a
did.
bummer. Oh yeah,
That's-
you love Val Brinkerhoff. You love him.
Yeah.
I mean, I looked away right before the race went off because I had to get out of the studio. I looked up and I see 3 horses 20 lengths in front of everybody else, and I'm going, none of them are mine. I used 3 horses.
I kid you not, yesterday I was hanging out with the Godfather at Del Mar after the tequila festival, and we were actually talking about this, and I was like, yeah, Rosario's kind of cold. I'm he's kind of like, I'm using him. He'll heat up. Going into next week, Frank, he's going to beat me on a couple of tickets because I am a downgrade anything he's on right now. If that was JJ, he would have carried that horse across the finish line. Just saying. I guess he only does well at Saratoga.
Here's Parker Kip
Yep.
coming in hot. You mentioned every horse but this one. Hilarious.
Yep.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
It's a humbling game, Parker. It's a very humbling game. Maybe you had it. I hope you had it. I know our man Jay is alive. Kurt's saying the 4, 5, and 6 wiped each other out. Great. Parker again. Juan second last. These guys are just clown riding. Think he cut off the 5. Didn't want to be DQ'd. Yeah, it sounds like there was a lot of Michigas going on early in the race. I'll have to go back and watch the replay. Yeah, the start. I mean, I knew something was up because I looked up and like 3 horses were distancing the rest of the field. I mean, it was just really, really crazy.
Well,
yeah, these dirt races have been head scratchers.
The
By
double.
the way, Chris Chester, I think you're new to the chat. Welcome.
The double is all about Rosario on Enter the Dragon. Okay, and let's see the pick 3.
Well, here, this Brian Garrett, welcome. He agrees with you. Rosario is just too unpredictable to use. He was unbeatable at Saratoga. I mean, at Santa Anita.
He's an off for me
And
right now.
Maybe he's a little off. Yeah, sometimes he just mails it in one race. Yeah.
Frank, shocking. The Phil horse is the robot horse across every single pool. Enter the Dragon. On the double,
well,
it's 236. The next highest is up there in the 400s, so 100% more. The pick 3, the 5 is 654. The next closest is the 10 at 800, and then the other ones are 9, so like 50%. The pick 4, 581 for the 5, lowest one. Pick 5, 3,000 for the 5. The next closest, the 10 took a lot of sneaky money. We talked about it earlier. I was the Ricky horse or the McCarthy horse I preferred because Ricky was on it. So,
well,
That's the
Jay
sneaky money.
is alive to the 4 and the 11. How are those look? And then Charlie thinks the 7 is the horse in the nightcap. So, what are the pays for Jay to the 4 and the
pick
11?
3? Pick 3.
No,
to
the double. He's got the double.
All right, the double 4 is paying 707, and the 11 is paying 571.
$3.50 beers on Jay if he hits this.
Indeed.
Good luck, man. Oh, this is nice. Master Grace, welcome to the chat. Got to give a shout out to Frank for his picks back in late April. Won over 6,000. Nice. I think that was the same day I won about 5. But you know what? Late April feels like an eternity ago because I gave half of it back already. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, Ciaran, you know what that means. That means we're going to get suckered into betting exactas.
Yeah, I wish I had the exacta tool working, but
yeah, here real quick again because you're big with the jockeys. Sadler mentioned that. Yeah, thanks for this, Brian. Sadler mentioned that yesterday. Ayuso is becoming the best jockey in SoCal. That is a very strong statement
for a guy who rides all the big guys.
He was right up to the last day.
Yeah.
in the leading rider hunt with Freysu at Santa Anita. So, and you get prices on his horses. No one sniffs them out yet.
Nope.
So anyway, no, Parker, believe me, we give it as much as we take it. So, yes, please call us out. When we're wrong, we're wrong. But
we're
we
always
appreciate
wrong.
that.
Come on. We're not doing the. Yes, I had 3 of 11 card winners from 900 picks in the card.
Yeah.
My 18th choice in a 19 race field won.
But here's the thing, Parker. Ciaran and I might not have the winners, but there's always someone in the DTL crew who's got it. And right now, our man Jay is alive. And here's a question for you, because you own horses. And Guillermo actually asked earlier about Gold Phoenix, and you can answer that in a second. But if you had to ride a jock between Rosario or Leparoux, who are you riding? That's
Rosario,
easy for me. But, yeah.
I like Julian because he's won a couple of NHC seats for me over the years with me throwing darts in those pick and pray contests. Because why not? Maybe he'll win one. Yeah.
Yeah. Rosario's inconsistent, but if you get Rosario on his best day, I'll absolutely take him. But I love the contributions, Parker. I love the questions. That's what the DTL crew is all about. We're here to have fun. We're here to make fun. We're here to make money. Not working out so far for us. But here, Jay's also alive in the all turf Ciaran to the 4 and the 11.
There you go.
Drink. All right. Well, at least we have something to root for. All right. What do you want to look at?
Oh, wait a minute. What? The all turf. Who won the first leg of the all turf? What race was the all turf? Race
that
7?
wasn't part of the show, but it was let me see.
I forgot.
It was race
No, I'm not
7,
alive.
I believe. It was that turf sprint.
Yeah.
It was a close one. It was like Proofy Goes. There were a couple on the wire. I can look at
that's 2 wide. That's 2 lost on the wire with the number 1s I've had today on the pick 3s, Frank. I had the 1 single to the 5, and then I had 6, 7, 10, 9 in this leg.
Okay, yeah. So race 7 was Lucky and Smart, the Carla Gaines KK horse, paid $780. Then he had King of Gosford, and then now he's looking at the 4 and the 11, and you know they're both good prices. So here's the thing, Jay. I don't know if this is good or bad. I mean, the way I've been going, it's probably bad, but the 4 is my wise guy playing here. If you subscribe to the Matrix, here's what I said.
I'm a bet against the 5. I'm a bet against the. I think the 5 is a take a stand and don't use horse.
Yeah, well, let me talk about the 4 for a second, because I'm going to ask you your notes also, because that's one of the horses Jay's alive to, and it's one of my A's. So I said Goldfoot is the wise guy pick, hasn't won in a very long time, and it's been against weaker competition, which I absolutely hate. But Sam Walensky got this horse back in his barn, and this is the 3rd race of the form cycle. If you go back a little bit, you got to dig deep in the form. Walensky had this horse before, and this horse won a very difficult allowance race here at Del Mar. So just putting that out there, the horse has form here. The trainer pops at prices. I thought that horse was a wise guy, but this is a very difficult race. Do you have notes on the 4, Ciaran? I mean, I know you do, but do you have positive notes?
Ships in from Gulfstream for the bonus money, in for the lower tag smartly to get the 2-pound weight break.
There you go.
Maybe on a long shot ticket, because they're all eyeing the win and then keep getting paid throughout the Del Mar meet. You know, bring it in, drop it slightly, win the money, and and the way that ship and win works at Del Mar, you keep getting a piece of the action if the horse keeps winning. So
and look who's riding, the jockey we were just talking about, Ayuso. Yep. Absolutely sneaky. That horse has to have I'm going to have to do a win bet on that horse, because he was one of my A's and I'm kaput in everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and bet the horse to win. Did the horse take any money in the multis? Anything at all on the 4, Ciaran, that looks interesting? Or let's see. I got to hit something soon here.
It's not reflecting. It's 12-1. It's up to 23. No, that double, nothing.
Yeah.
Pick 3. Not really. No, it's just for its morning line. Pick 5.
Yeah, it's reflecting its morning lines. No wise guy money on it.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think that's a horse the computers would come up with. You know what I mean? Like that's that's more of a dig deep paper and pen kind of horse you come up with, which means the horse will probably run last, but worth a flyer at that price, I would think.
I'm looking. I'm going to do a trifecta box. I've not done those in a while.
I can't
I'm
help
going to
you
use
with
that
the
for.
They took it
I'm gonna
away
use
from us, Ciaran.
I know. I'm going to do my 10, who I thought that was the Ricky horse to be on. I'm tossing the
Okay.
Phil horse. I'm going to use Jaramillo so we can play his song, although we probably could play it already.
We can play the Freysu song too if Freysu wins.
And I'm going to throw my One of These Days, number 3, in there as well.
Oh, tell us the story about that horse.
So surprisingly, watching the horses at the casino bar. And one of the sayings I say all the time is, one of these days I'm going to win here. And then they're like, hey, we got this horse called One of These Days. I was like, yes, give me a chunk of it.
So Ciaran used to own this horse.
Yes, used to own this horse. Just very disappointing. I was actually kind of mad that we got rid of it, but I didn't have enough say not to. And then Garcia took it over, and man, that horse did why I buy into race horses, Frank. Raced every big race day, that horse was there. You know, Breeders' Cup, like all the big race days, which is for me, when I look at some of the partnerships, like at Adelphi, when you go somewhere, you're going to the big race days. You're going to be at the big race days. You're going to have a horse in the big race, which is why I got into it. I mean, you can do the claiming side of it as well, but when I got in, I learned a lot from doing it, but I also wanted to go to the big race days and have a piece of a horse. And this was one, I was mad when they got rid of it. It won a few times, kind of a paycheck horse, but it's one of those horses
only won once after you got claimed. I think it was only
yeah,
once.
But you know who won on it? Knapp was the one.
Yeah.
Knapp claimed it off us, and we're like, why did Knapp do that? And then came right back and won.
Same level, yeah.
Yeah. And then,
but then the
Knapp,
horse did win. The horse did win for Garcia too.
And then Knapp now has claimed it back. So
yeah, that's
and he's had it for. And this was a horse that worked phenomenal in the mornings. And, we get to the afternoon and something would always happen. So Knapp grabbing his horse back.
When you had the horse, it's not like the horse ran poorly.
No.
Never won. You know what I mean? We just never got there. We
were racing it at the high levels, and it just wasn't a high level horse. As simple as that.
Guillermo, hit that like button. DTL Crew. Sign up at Mark Gelding. Chris Babcock. Kurt Hoover likes the 10.
Yep.
I don't know what those markings mean, but it looks like he likes the 10 on top. That was your wise guy horse, wasn't it?
Yes, that's the one Ricky went to.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, all right, Kurt's on that. I love Kurt. He's one of the best. Was talking to him up in the press box today, and we were talking about that Sean Williams, Mike Smith horse that we didn't have yesterday, but Kurt did. So good for him. RDW, I'm not sure. You said you're alive in the all turf. Are you alive to the 4, 5, and 2? I'm not sure how that is, or did you need the 4 and the 5 in the previous leg? I'm confused. But whoever's alive to anything, let us know so we can root.
Oh, and before I forget, Frank, because I always forget, when the stream ends, if you guys don't mind, afterwards, when you win, on the YouTube page, throw some comments down there, because believe it or not, all our comments are in here, and they only show when you do the live video. If you guys comment under the video, the algorithm goes, oh, people actually like these two clowns, and start pushing.
Yeah. You guys crush it in the live chat, and we can't thank you guys enough because, that's what makes our show so unique and special, and that's why every show is different. But yeah, if we want to gain a little more traction, we need some comments, even if it's just like a smiley face or something, a thumbs up, or Ciaran stunk today, that kind of thing. Parker can come in and go, you two clowns talked about every horse except the winner.
Yeah, I mean,
no such thing as bad press.
Where is it? This was our horses in the last leg, Frank. Where is it? Let me find it.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, RDW. I was lagging behind.
Giddy up, you three-legged wonder! Whoa, easy with that cane. We're double trouble, all right.
And then
he starts to laugh before he even plays the video.
The wife says the same thing.
Show to crack
I just laugh at my own jokes. I mean, if you don't laugh at your own stuff, no one's going to laugh at it. But I will say, Frank, we're going to collect today It's just which teller we're going to. This is probably what it's going to be. The machine that always pays us, Frank.
Well, I made a win bet on the 4 because it would be a shame if my A won, and I don't have a win bet at 21-1. So I have some win money on that horse. Let me look at the tote real quick, Ciaran, and see if there's anything funny.
And I wanted to ask the guys. I was going to do. I did my 2, 3, 10, 4 trifecta, but I'm looking for another horse to throw in on a 50-cent trifecta box. I'm using 6, 7, and 10. What's
Use
the consensus
the
for my? I already did one with the 4, Frank. So
you did. Okay.
I already threw that money away. So I'm looking for another consensus from the people who actually win, not us 2 clowns.
You saw my burner account give me some credit there for that $6,000 score.
Good job, Terry.
Same. Give a burner account on the one from Friday that called me a genius.
Well, we got a few minutes.
Why don't you horse, or are you looking to do a box or whatever? What are you doing?
I'm just going to do it. I'm looking for a 4th horse for my 50-cent box. So I'm a big spender. $12 is a lot of bucks right now when you can't hit anything on opening weekend.
Our man Mike Pivot Whalen wants to know what your exacta is, DJ Cialis.
I did a trifecta because I'm trying to get out of the weekend, and exactas ain't going to do it.
All right.
Although, let me see. I'm looking at the 10. If I'm right about Ricky, and the 10 over 6, 7 is paying 52. 6, 7 over the 10.
Well, Ciaran, you asked for another horse, and SC3 Pete's thrown out the 1 there. He likes number 1 Empire Classic.
Oh yeah, why not? Yeah, absolutely. KK's on fire right now. Sure, great idea.
SC3 Pete has good luck with the 1 hole. I remember he's the one who had like a Calbred down the hill at a big price. That's
actually a great idea because my all turf and my pick 3 today, I lost on the line with the number 1s on both legs. So yes, here's where the 1 would actually win.
And then look, Chris Chester agrees with the 1 or possibly the 9. Yeah, the 9 makes a lot of sense. And then just real quick here on Chris Podratz on the Bit Racing. He is live in the pick 3 to the 1567, and he needs the 7 to win another entry, not just an entry, another entry to the Del Mar Summer Challenge. Chris, you are on fire, man. I hope we'll see you in the tournament room next week, and I'm sure. So we'll be sure to come say hi. Thanks for joining us, and good luck. I just want to see real quick here on 1567. So a couple of guys like the 1. We talked about Empire Classic. 5 is the Enter the Dragon that you're against, but I like a little bit. Zalamo you like, right? That was one of the ones you liked, Zalamo?
But Papa's kind of cold. If you said I was only allowed to pick 2 horses in this race, Frank, I would do the Ricky horse 10 and Jaramillo Aji.
7.
Yeah.
And Chris is alive to those horses as well. 7 would be the best for Chris. Our man Charlie, who's got a good eye for horse flesh. 10 and 7 looked great in the post parade.
There we go.
Those are the 2 that you like there. Up, Chris, with bringing the information. Equipment adjustment. Start will be delayed. What is Mark Gelding saddling one of the horses?
No, well, let's try and bring it home for Jaramillo here. Hang on one sec.
From the tracks of Venezuela, where the legends are made, and Michel Jaramillo came storming through the gate. 13 times the champion, over 4,000 wins. Now we're lighting up Santa Anita, letting the fast one spin. Silk flash in the sunlight, and steady and bold. This Venezuelan warrior turns thunder into gold. Whoa, Jaramillo, riding like the devil's on his step. Whoa,
We haven't played that one in a while, Frank.
I love it. I love it. I love it. He's burning down the track tonight.
So I was looking at the exacta, Frank. I was looking at 6-7 over my 3, paying $120, and the 10, $349, and then trying to figure out if I come back because I'm going to do 6-7 over 3-6-7. I guess I should box it. I need another horse. I'm trying to see before I know it. I'm going to. Why have I no money left?
Yeah, I think this equipment delay is for you to unload your bankroll.
Yes. As we say, Trax, we actually gamble live on the show. We move the handles here.
We do. We win or lose. It does. So Jeff gets MVP because Jeff sent me a message earlier saying, "Man, it's 10 o'clock on the East Coast. You guys are killing me." But here he is. He stuck with us. So
yep.
Big shout out to you, Jeff. Really appreciate your participation. And Ciaran, look, that song is your best work. How about that?
No, thank you very much.
Jaramillo song, Drink Tequila. Yes. Only the very best tequila from RDW. Only the best. Oh, here you go. Scurvy Tooth, 6-7.
What is this? Is this what we have to do? I always, my kids just go, oh my God.
I don't know. That's something you talked about. I don't know. It's a phenomenon. So Scurvy Tooth.
It was a while. I actually almost won an NHC, see, Frank, when I was just screwing around because people just dart throw. And I was like, you know what? I won a bunch of like feeders to get in, just doing 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6. That's how ridiculous some of the pick and praise are. And it actually almost won me a seat.
Does anyone know what the equipment delay is? It looks like they're messing with the 6 there. Now the 6 is coming out of the saddling area. That's Zalamo. You're right. Maybe Papa Drum is ice cold. He forgot how to saddle a horse. No, I don't know if it's his horse. They just keep showing it on TV.
Who knew that Mark Gelding would be correct, Frank?
I'm playing against Argentina. Hey, what are you doing? Out of my way, Messi. Goal! Yes!
Did you see all the stuff going on afterwards with the sore losers?
Oh my God, they're just horrible.
They finally got a man sent off and no didn't score, but talk about sore losers for people who were like going like this and all that during every game. Yeah,
and they just play dirty, spikes up all the time. Like they were my least favorite team all tournament, and I thought it was just really a stain on Messi's legacy because they were just awful.
Spain looked phenomenal. That defense looked, even at the end, they were just like on it, everything, not laxing, nothing.
They let up 1 goal all tournament, and that was to Belgium. I mean, like that, they were just unbelievable. Yeah, that was just ugly. I got to see the end of the game. I didn't get to see the most of the game because I was doing the seminar at the track, but all the comments I saw after, they said it was like just so boring because Argentina was just like fouling, being dirty. They weren't trying to like win the game. They were trying to like stretch it out. I don't know. But hey, is that your SDFC?
Yeah. The new season starts next Saturday. So,
do you have an announcement for next weekend?
So we got our show on Thursday, late pick 3. Where did Frank go? Late pick 3. We'll be back on Thursday. Then if I
remove myself from the studio, it's because I'm sneezing or coughing, and I don't want
to. We got a horse racing on Friday, Arrakis. I'll be on track Saturday, but then
Sunday, turf sprint, Ciaran?
Saturday or Sunday looks like Gold Phoenix is going to be returning for the Eddie Reed. We're looking to beat the record for all-time stakes wins at Del Mar.
Oh, that's right. Guillermo was asking about Gold Phoenix.
And it's going to be we heard it's going to be a very small field, Frank.
They're all scared of Gold Phoenix.
It's going to be Formidable Man,
who
will be the favorite, which is crazy, but I get it with that distance. So Formidable Man, Almadres, Cabo Spirit, Mi Hermano Ramon, I think, scratched out today, so
Yeah,
that was probably
that's right.
why.
To run there. Okay.
Mondego and Stay Hot. So only 5 horses. So the question's going to be, will there be pace or will we be dawdlingly slow, you know? But he needs to race.
Well, Cabo
so.
Spirit likes to be up on the front. Mi Hermano Ramon could probably be forwardly placed. Mondego. What? It's a mile and an eighth.
Yes.
Yeah. Formidable Man is pretty formidable, but
all I gotta say is right
those
back
Gold
here,
Phoenix.
I gotta move it to the side. Hang on.
Yeah.
There it is right there. The Eddie Reed 2023. And we actually still have the horseshoes, Franks, with the dirt on them. My lucky horseshoe with the dirt. So I want another one of those trophies. Del Mar has the coolest trophies. The ones up the freeway. The ones up the freeway have shrunk and gotten very expensive. So, yeah.
Well, Hockey Kings, thanks for your faith in me. I'm due. Who wins the 11th? I hope I'm due, but I'm 5.94 here, but I don't really have confidence. My biggest play of the day was that Artislas, the 4-horse at 12-1 in the feature, ran third. But I'm a little chilly right now. But what are you going to do? There's Terry giving Gold Phoenix a shout. Go ahead, Ciaran.
I had all on 2 of my tickets. That should tell you my confidence for this last race.
Yeah, so but in your defense, the 6 got wiped out at the start in that dirt race and never had a chance. So.
Like, Frank, we actually need to hang our heads in shame because Mark Gelding only gave 1 pick out today. He's beating us.
I know.
He's going to beat us today.
Next trick.
Like, he's going to beat us today. I don't know what to say about that. That's rather shocking.
I won't say the name of the trainer, but there was a time back in the day when we used to refer to a certain trainer as the magician because his horses would always disappear at the 16th hole. They'd always be there, and then they'd be nowhere. So there you go. Looks like they're on the track, so that's good.
Everyone's on the track. They didn't scratch any of them that they did the change on.
Yeah, no. Larry, our man LD said somebody got the wrong saddle.
Oh my goodness.
They had to go back to the barn to get the correct saddle.
Oy.
Okay.
And and that was the 6 they say they were adjusting. Man, everything's just going wrong for Papa Stadium, our stable right now, it seems. But there's been many times when I've seen something like that happen, Frank, and I've adjusted my bet, and those horses just dominate when they've had something happen and they change the saddle or, do some sort of nonsense like that.
I mean, the horse is 5-1 holding steady, right? So it's not like a lot of money came off. Well, the surprise here, based on the morning line, but you had said this in the previous race that the 5, the D'Amato horse was the Crow. The caw. Because 2-1 on the board, and you said was taking the monies and the multis as well, right?
It just seems like a barn clearer, you know what I mean? But if I was alive on my all ball, this would have been the horse that would have won, where I would have owed the track money,
Yeah, but, I mean, here's the thing. This will be very interesting, Ciaran, because we know that unlike the other wagers where the Crows just need to kind of balance their books, they actually have to have an opinion and be right in these races because you can't cover $3 in a pick 3 and a $5 double. So if the 5 doesn't win, you're probably looking at some really, really nice payouts. We'll do the math after the show.
The second choice on the pick 3, Frank, was $963 for the 6. Zalamo, but the Jaramillo one then is the $1,000 one. Oh, actually, no, 9.
So the 6 was second choice?
No, the 6 was second choice by $3, and then $3 more, $966 to the 9. Oh no, okay. I apologize, Frank. The second choice was actually the 10 at $829 on the pick 3.
Well, so $654. Yeah, you said that horse was
sneaky.
The
10 is the sneaky horse in here, and I would not be surprised if we saw win money come in late on it.
Well, no, we won't see it because they don't want to tip their hand anymore because of the 2-minute cutoff,
True.
Right?
Yes.
So we saw that with that horse Proletariat. That horse went off at 6-1. That horse was favored in every multi. If that were the old days, that horse would have been 6-1 at the gate,
10
and
is
then
the second.
5-2 halfway through the race.
5 is paying 3,000 on the pick 5, Frank. 10 is paying 3,400. Everyone else is in the 4 plus K. So the 10 is, let's see, in the pick 6. Pick 6 looks like carryovers, right? Oh no, the pick 6.
Yeah, it's
The
carryovers.
6. Oh, it is a carryover because the 6 and the 10
Well-
are paying the same, 63,900.
5, 6, 10 are the only ones that are alive. 5 is paying 31,000. 6 is 63. 10 is
10 is
63. Everything else is a carryover, Ciaran.
So 10
So-
is the robot money. 5 is the normal robot money, but 10 is absolutely the hidden money that's in this thing. And if it stays,
And look, 7-1 on the toad. So again,
yeah,
they're
they're starting to hit it now. Yeah, I was going to say if it stayed up here at 8 to 10 to 1, I would do a win bet.
but it's not going to come in much more because we're at 0 minutes to post. So they got to shut it off soon.
And the exacta 10 over everyone, Frank. If you toss the 5, nah, it's not worth it. It's actually coming down. If you, the 5 is paying 43, the 6 is 55, the 7 is 73, the 9 57. These are for $1. I mean, if you did 10 over all, it would cost you what? $13, and the most you would. I haven't seen a
No.
bet I didn't want to do. $10 exacta. Oh no, top 10. $1. $1 is lots of dollars. 10 overall, Frank, is $11. There we go.
They are approaching the gate. Let me look at the comments real quick. Can that 5 close in the 11th? Well, yeah, I mean, I think that's the horse to beat on the big drop. Ciaran's against that D'Amato horse, but I think the 5 absolutely has a chance. Jeff said they swapped 2 jockey saddles at Saratoga opening day. Great. Gatekeepers on phosphorescence. John Alwell pivoted to the 10. That's Ciaran's horse, Wise Guy horse, the 10. 5, 7, 8, 10 exactas and tries. 10 to win. Good luck. And then our man John White always just comes, James White always comes sliding right in. 7, 8, 11, 13.
Hey,
Do we-
what do you guys think of our Adelphi song that I played during the races? Yay, nay, blah.
I
have to
like it
listen to it
because
again.
it's like an 80s heavy metal hair band for me and takes me back to the day.
All right,
Um,
they're starting to
you'll-
load.
yeah, you'll have to set it to graphics, but they're loading. Good luck, everyone. We'll be back. I'm rooting for the 4, but if it's not the 4, I hope it's your horse.
Presented by Adelphi Racing. See you in the winner's circle. Come on! Sun is shining down on Del Mar. Dreams are riding every star. Frank's got the numbers, Ciaran's got the feel. Every race another chance, every ticket feels so real. The gates fly open, hear the crowd roar. We're coming back for one race more. Double trouble live, ready to roll. Adelphi Racing, heart and soul, where the turf meets the surf, we belong. Del Mar Racing all day long. Gratefully is running free, living every racing dream. New York's racing partnership, come ride along with us again. Double Trouble Live, presented by Adelphi Racing. See you in the winner's circle.
the tracks of Venezuela, where the legends are made. And Michel Jaramillo came storming through the gate. 13 times the champion, over 4,000 wins. Now we're lighting up Santa Anita, letting the fast one spin. Silk splash in the sunlight, and steady and bold. This Venezuelan warrior turns thunder into gold. Whoa, Jaramillo!
Everybody drink. Ciaran's on mute. Why'd he cut the song off? The best part is the end. He's burning down the track tonight.
People were dropping off. They're like, I've heard this song already. I'm out of here.
No, everyone loves that song. Everyone says it's your best work. But you did get some credit for your other song. Jay says, bring back Dio. I love it. I love Dio. Holy dive. And LD says it sounds like Bon Jovi. All right, Texas Terry, great tunes. Always. Geez, good pick. Good pick. Whoever, I think a lot of people in the crew had Geez. I don't think you used the 5 in your exactas though, right? The 5 came running late.
I tossed it because it wasn't, the 6 was right there. And I was like, I was hoping, another half.
Yeah.
Well, like look, I did say, that's one of the things, like, it seemed like a toss away race. The horse absolutely could win, but I thought the 5 was
Yeah, look, I was 5, 9, 4, and then my first B was 6 and then 7. I had to go 5, 4 deep. I thought so many of these horses could win. Turns out, Ciaran, that you were right. This horse kind of crushed them, right?
I was 6, 7.
To have conviction in a race like that is pretty impressive. I did not.
And I just didn't get the 5 screwed up everything. The 6 up there would have been, but that's been this meet so far, Frank, for both of us. 2 out of 3, and it's losing on the line.
I've been running second, but today I was just off. My best opinion was Artislas ran a good race for 3rd. Was never going to be King of Gosford. Well, I'll give myself a mulligan in the middle race, and I'll give you a mulligan too, because everyone says the start was horrendous. So we'll go back and watch the replay. I don't think our horses even had a chance in that race.
And yesterday,
I was wrong. Enter the Dragon came running too late.
Yesterday, I had the first 2 legs of that pick 3 that was paying $20K, Frank, and just couldn't. Just always like.
Yeah, our friend Annette had the same thing. She had one of the bombs, but just couldn't quite connect.
But as we're saying, best bet in racing right now, and we'll be back on Thursday, guys. And Fridays have changed now. It's not the late start time. Thursday is going to be the value day, which is why we now have our show. We're Thursdays and Sundays, and then for Adelphi, we're going to be doing some Saratoga big race days on Saturdays in August. But we're all about the Thursday. We want to grow that Thursday handle, and I think that's going to be the good days. You know what I mean? We're going to get some good action, I think, on Thursdays, Frank.
It's going to be great because we're going to be fresh. 4 days off. We're going to be ready to fire. We're going to have all of our work done in advance. Like I said, we'll be fresh off the bench. And, I love the quiet days because, people are either not that interested or they're lazy.
Yes.
And they're waiting. You know what I mean? So that gives us an opportunity to just come in and
look what this pick 3 paid, Frank. People would have looked at the card and they kind of did the same thing at Santa Anita, and it snuck by a lot of people. Like, look at that pick 3 yesterday, 13K. Like, there's for $3. Yes, you're not just going to spend $3, but we've had people on the show who spent $3 and hit those bets, So you're getting paid quite a bit. And actually, I'm going to see if I can do the win, see if my hedge calculator is working, Frank. If you wanted to go through the comments, because I was messing around with it today. I'm hoping it takes the work out for us. So 1660 for the double in the first leg. 1660.
Thank you, Scurvy Tooth.
And then the second horse paid. How much did the second horse paid?
4 wins from Jaramillo today. I think KK had 4 as well.
Yeah. Rispoli, like this is going to be now. The great
Doug
thing
won
is
4.
we have a lot of jockeys fighting for this title this summer early. Usually someone just dominates. JJ's probably up there as well. Like
Yeah, he
everyone's
won like
4
3
and 5.
yesterday. It's funny they're winning in batches.
Yes.
And then you have O'Neill won 4, McCarthy's I think at 4. Did you do the parlay, or you want me to help you? What do you?
I
what do you want
did
there?
it right now, and it says it should have paid 166. What did it pay?
Did you do the double or the pick 3?
I did the double. It said 445, but I think my calculator's messed up because I was $5 win parlay with horses paying 1660. Oh, I didn't put the right number in the second one.
32. So that's $40, and then what? The last
1560
leg?
was the second leg.
$40.
It's telling me right now $318 on my calculator, but
Well, 40 times 7, yeah, like $300. That seems about right. Just
and
doing
it
the quick
paid
math in my head.
445. It paid 50% more, Frank. 40%.
Yeah. Yeah, they were leveraged to the 5, Ciaran. If the 5
Yep.
had won, it probably would have paid less. That's what
Oh,
I mean
yeah.
about the Crows. They have to be right. So if they're
So
wrong, you're getting extra value on the combos that they can't buy.
All
They
right, let me
might
see if
have
my-
these, but they're still paying more than the parlay
Oh,
because they
and it
can't
actually
buy
tells
they
us
can't
right
buy
here,
it.
Frank. I'm going to share the screen because this is what I did on the calculator. So you guys will like this. Brought to you by Adelphi Racing. Here was the value calculator right here. So you enter the numbers. It tells it up here, and then we scroll down here, and it said excellent value. Paid 37.6%
Ooh.
more than it should have.
Did
Frank.
you have to input that, or did it do that automatically from the?
It did
payout?
everything automatic, Frank. I'm
Oh my
trying to-
goodness! So
It's
hold
all-
on, excellent. That's for the double.
That's for the
Right?
double. Yeah, so I'm gonna
Awesome.
do.
Wow.
Let's do the pick 3 live.
The value report brought to you by Adelphi Racing Club. I love it.
So tell me what the pick 3 paid, Frank. What did the pick 3 pay?
Let me see. Hold on one second. Let me minimize my screen. The pick 3 paid. I gotta scroll down. Sorry. Race 11. $3 pick 3 paid. Wow, $1,093.80.
All right, give me the pays. First horse.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
$4.80.
Okay. Oh. All right. Second horse.
$16.60.
Oh, that's right. And then it was 1560 for the third.
Correct. There's no way.
Analyze
it paid
value.
1,000.
It should have said. It says it was going to pay 463.
Yeah, I was gonna say no way it paid 1,000. No way with King of Gosford it was great value.
134% more right there. Brought to you by,
Wow.
and that's with a chalk. in the middle of it.
$4.80 horse to start. Single on everybody's ticket. Single.
Yep.
And that's why the double pool was only 200 because everybody was alive in the late pick 3.
They
So you
they
think
did the
racing
races.
secretaries would talk to us to help them strategize on how to grow the pool sizes
We've told. I
based
mean,
on the card layout.
the track. We
but
have
that is
so much
awesome.
data back there. I was joking with Frank, like we could be consultants, but we know too much information now, so we're pariahs.
Right. But no, that is fantastic, Ciaran. That is tremendous work. Do you have any final thoughts? Because I'm ready to sign off. I got to go lick my wounds, and I might even just start handicapping Thursday tonight because I'm fired up now. You know how you get competitive? I'm throwing down the gauntlet. I'm going to go crazy on Thursday. I'm winning on Thursday.
No, you can't do that, Frank. We're a gambling show. I've actually did just coming in, but the notes are kind of helpful when we're on the fence with some stuff. But the Tuesday, I mean, the card, they drew the card, and half of the forms don't have morning lines till like 2 days before.
Right.
It's like the silliest thing. Like they're doing the draws early, and you still don't get the correct cards. You know, when you're doing, how do they do the Tuesday shows with information that doesn't even have morning lines, Frank?
Yeah, that's a very good point.
I know how they do it. They do the Mike Tyson throwing darts blindfolded. Well, guys, if you don't mind,
big shout out to the DT. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say
No, go ahead,
up in the
Ciaran.
right-hand corner, Adelphi Racing Club. You just scan that. It'll
Oh yeah,
give you a
let me
short
do this to
shortcut
make sure it
to our
works.
site. But yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of stuff with them. As you can see, the value calculator bought by them, and go to the site, sign up. You get lots of free stuff. I mean, if you want the Matrix, yeah, it's there too. But my notes are there as well, so you get bonus stuff.
Everybody go to the, I just did it, Ciaran. Let's see, it goes to Mark Gelding, and then it goes to right to Adelphi. Wow, look at that. Everybody, please support our sponsor. Just go to the QR code. You can poke around on their website.
Like if you've been on the fence, and I was on the fence before I started doing it many moons ago, and I learned so much. My handicapping, I mean, I made a run on the tour just from being an owner. That was like a new little angle for me. But then for us, me and the wife, like and Frank knows, I got my custom suits. I like going to the big race days, and there's nothing better than owning a horse on a big race day, even if it's just the left ass cheek.
There's his custom suit right there, white with black pinstripes and the Adelphi logo. So, yeah, go to the QR. It doesn't cost you anything. It'll just take you, so you can poke around on their site, see what they have coming up. Like I said, Larry Dannemiller is a member. I know Ciaran's eyeing. He's going to Saratoga in a couple of weeks. Anyway, Gold Phoenix coming up on Saturday.
We
Show
got a
on
big week
Thursday.
coming.
DTL Crew, thank you. Adelphi Racing Club, New York's racing partnership. Can't thank you enough.
And,
Take us out,
guys,
Ciaran.
we wanna blow the numbers out on Thursday. So if you weren't thinking about gambling with us on Thursday, I think Thursday is going to be the value day like Sunday has been to start the week. A lot of people will overlook it. Like last year on Fridays when it was the late start time, Frank, we hit so much stuff last year with that.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see the same on Thursdays this year at Del Mar.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Where the turf meets the surf down at old Del Mar. Take a plane, take a train, or your broke down car. Frank and Ciaran are broadcasting near and far, while Mark Gelding's drinking at the paddock bar. Oh, the low takeout pick 3 makes us look mighty smart, with the high minimum doubles that pull at our heart. Just get to the windows and bet the high stakes. We're risking it all for the profit it makes. Those low takeout rules keep our pockets well lined on the top wagering show that you ever will find. So cash in your ticket, let's take home the dough. Where the turf meets the surf, may your higher prices flow.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to like and subscribe to Double Trouble Live on YouTube. Get out, get up, get paid.